clicking on this video, I wouldn't be surprised if you're on one side of the fence where you are completely not shocked, or on the other where you're just exhausted and weren't expecting anything to get worse. But they are, and suffice to say, I'm absolutely exhausted of these continued negative developments. Boeing has made the harsh development a reality that it will delay its upcoming long-haul jet, the 777X, until 2026 at the earliest. A delayed delivery until 2026 does equate to another year of pushback and is a now new reality for the plane maker, who are facing colossal pressures following continued strike action. Away from the 777X delay, and as I'll cover in a video maybe in the next week or so, Boeing will cut some 17,000 jobs. Boeing is a manufacturer, but now it is essentially just a broader company that is spiraling out of control in more ways than one, and that's the really concerning matter. There is a major knock-on effect that is going to be felt from this, and that's where I move to next for today's focus: the airline impact. Many carriers around the world that were expecting the 777X had already unveiled plans to take first delivery of the jet, while in 2025, an entry into service, or EIS for short, would not occur until 2026. For example, this forecasting was led by German flag carrier Lufthansa, which expected the 777X to be in service for the summer 2026 schedule, and Emirates expecting something along the lines of similar. So now airlines have to rethink just what this now new year-long delay will look like for them, given the realization that the 777X may not enter formal commercial services until 2027. Why? Because familiarization must occur first. So if we're considering a 2026 delivery pushing back from the 2025, well, you can imagine many of these airlines will now target a 2027 EIS, and that is permitting no further pushback. If the first entry into service was to formally occur in 2027, this would represent a catastrophic 7-year delay for the wide-body aircraft type, and we're inching into territory where I have no idea if this channel will be around by then. I may never actually get to report to you that the 777X is entering into service. While delays are to be expected for aircraft that are entering service, this could range from the A380 to even the most recent A321XLR. 7 years is always going to be a bit more excessive, but I'd argue to you it's going to be an even larger talking point when you consider the reasoning behind it is not just because the aircraft has had issues. We've had planes crash, strike action, door blowout incidents, production concerns, quality concerns, safety concerns, internal management concerns, and well, I could go on for another 10 minutes listing everything that's happened over the last 5 to 10 years. All of that impacting programs such as the first 777X's entry into service. Generally, a delay comes as Boeing says it is attempting to realign its finances. And don't forget, amongst all of this news about strike action, it's facing a pause in the overall flight test program, and we know there is a key stoppage across many aircraft programs. Unfortunately, given the 2026 date is still some time away, we have to also remember the 777X remains uncertified, so there would equally be parties that wouldn't be able to trust Boeing on their word here either, and that's where I'd like to put it over to you. Do you believe Boeing will be able to stick now to the 2026 first delivery, or are you simply in a camp where it'll get delivered and enter into service when it does? And quite frankly, who knows when that will be? Let me know down below in the comments. But for now, almost a month, we know strike action has rampaged on. Now, this doesn't just impact the employees who are seeking far greater terms for their employment, but also Boeing as a company. The plane maker's inability to secure new contracts with unions now represents some over 30,000 employees and has caused walkouts across its divisions and reduced its output even further. Many argued that the output simply couldn't drop any further after the FAA increased oversight at the beginning of this year and barred production increases. But now, strike action has made things so much worse. I'd really love to hear your opinions down below in the comments. No doubt it is going to be an absolute mess down there. Be safe, put on some armor, and feel free to share your opinions. Does this really come as a shock to you, as I touched on at the beginning of the video, or were you just quietly awaiting this firm confirmation to come from the plane maker? And how do you believe airlines are going to react? Are they going to leverage the struggles to potentially get new purchases on the cheap, or are they really going to come out and express their frustrations once more to another degree? Thanks for watching, take care, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow for your latest industry news.
And we'll fly.